Okay, yes, hi, good day. So this tutorial I'll be showing you is to connect or to set up server client configuration. So first is you need to create a shortcut if you don't have something like this. So to do that, you just need to go to the start menu and then right click on the server manager and select more and then pin to taskbar. So I will just click and pin. So makawala siya dito. But for example, we need to pin this. Mas easy access. Next, open the server manager. After selecting the server manager, it will load up. Something like that. Alright, so the dashboard is here. Let's just wait up until it finishes. So pag wala na ditong blue line na nag-run, I think that's good. So the next thing to do is to change first the computer name and IP address and the remote desktop connection. So to do that, go to local server, computer name, change name here, change, and then you just need to write server. Click OK. OK and apply changes. So we need to restart it later. So enable IP address, assign it right click, IPs. So use the following IP address 192.168.1.1. So for the default subnet mask, it will be automatic. Default gateway, let's say for example we already set up the IP address for a router which is 192.168.1.3. So it depends as well kung ano yung gagawin yung IP address doon sa router na gagamitin nyo. So for the preferred DNS 192.168.1.1 kapareho po siya ng IP address ng server. So click OK here, click OK, and then that's the time that we need to restart the computer. So close this and then restart the server. So bakit kailangan restart? It is better for us to restart every now and then the computer so that every changes that has been made will be updated. Moving on, the Windows is loading up and we need to type in our password. So Control-Alt-Delete, of course, and type in admin 1. Alright, so we are done with the first task is to change the computer name, change the IP address, and the remote desktop connection. So every time naglo-load up talaga automatically sa server. That's fine. Normal lang talaga siya. So yung pangalawang gagawin natin is to add rules na. Since we already changed the computer name and then we set up the IP address. To verify kung naman successful talaga yung changes, let's just click local server. So add servers, computer name, mag-change into server, and then so enable na sa remote desktop at saka updated na yung ating IP address dito. So meaning to say, goods na siya. So dashboard tayo. The next thing, the second part that we'll be doing is to add tools, features. Click on this area. Click next. So first, review button tayo. Ito ang gagawin dyan. So the first rule that we'll be adding is the active domain service. So we need to click the features, DHCP, features, DNS, and features, and then here, the file and storage services, we need to expand this by clicking on this triangle button here as well. Extend this one and select the file service resource manager. Okay, add features, minimize this again, print and document services, add features, and the last but not the least, web server. Okay, add features and click next. For the features, we need to go down and let's select Windows Server Backup. So that is ang bagsakan ng click next, 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 and finally next. So let's just wait up until this progress bar finishes. Okay, so here it is already 100%. So meaning to say, tapos na i-install lahat ng rules. So the next thing that we will be doing is we just hit the close button. And close as well, server manager. Let's refresh natin siya. So sabi ko nga, every time na mag-install, may significant changes tayo na gagawin sa server, it could be better na restart. So start menu, click here, restart, and then let's just so after setting up the rules, we need to log in again to restart. Control delete, admin 1, 2, 3. And every time na nagpa-pop out sa server is automatic po pull up din si server manager. So pag hindi, let's just click on the server shortcut here, server manager shortcut on the taskbar that we pinned a while ago. Diyan na naglo-load up na sa server. So every time as well na mag-load up sa server, tingnan natin kung yung mga rows na nilagay natin kanina is nag-install na. So dito na siya. So, install 6. So 6 out of 6, that's good. So ano yung gagawin natin sunod? Po-promote na natin sa server into domain control. To do that, check on this notification button here. So taas. So siya dyan. Tapos isa-select muna natin yung sa baba. So promote this server to domain control. We click this link, and then we need to wait up until it finishes ang loading na ito dito sa taas. Tapos pag mag-load na siya, hindi na ito mag-green out yung mga selection, kiklik na natin si add a new forest. So, yun na. The new forest, so for example, ilagay lang natin dyan kung ano yung website or domain name na gagawin natin. So for example, sabihin na lang natin computer systems, computersystem.com. So computersystem.com, click next. So it may take a while dito sa domain controller step, but we just need to wait. So load talaga siya kasi check. Okay, so dito lalagay tayo ng password, it's still loading on the progress bar dito sa taas. So hindi pa natin lalagay yung admin password natin. So antay-antay lang tayo. So here available na. So kung ano yung local password na ginamit natin kay server, yung admin 123, ganun din po yung gagawin natin kay domain controller. So admin 123, admin 123. Next. So delegation, just click next here. So additional options. Let's wait until it finishes. So click next mo lang dito pag okay na siya. Computer system na nakalagay. Sa NetBIOS na yung edit tab. Please remember that. So sa paths naman, i-click din natin next. So review. If you wanted to read kung ano yung mga settings na ginawa mo, you may. You can also click next na lang para mas maging madali yung process. So sa prerequisite check, ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-crucial during installation is to see to it na talagang green dito yung check button na makikita natin. Kasi pag hindi, pag X siya, yun ito sa may problema sa mga previous configurations na ginawa natin. So let us check. Kasi minsan nag-disable talaga o nag-enable. So pag all greens naman, ito say all goods. Pag nag-load siya, it's just need to wait. Please take some time naman. It also depends on the specification of the computer that you are using. Mas mabilis yung process dito sa pag-install. So here, all prerequisites check passed successfully. So click install to begin installation. So, all greens naman ito, dito sa ibig siya, minsan kasi nag-extra dito. Nag-extra. We need to go back on the steps that we clicked baka meron tayo naging problema. So click install. Okay. Installation, it will take some time. So approximately naglalast siya dito sa computer na ginagamit ko. Naglalast siya for about 6 to 10 minutes until restart. So pag mag-restart siya after installation dito, during startup din, before ka mag-login sa password mo, medyo nag-load pa din siya. So, it's as just so ayan na, nag-restart ko siya. So, starting again, medyo may katagalan dito sa pag-load. So, applying computer settings, it could take some time. Fast forward lang natin. So if you can see, still loading. So here, nag-load up na siya. So what we need to do is to press Ctrl Alt Delete again to access our computer. But it seems, you can see, that the domain name that we created, yung domain name o yung computer system is added na siya sa username ni administrator. So nag-take effect na yung pag-promote natin sa server to domain controller. So password is the same naman, pwede mo po click OK. So successful yung pag-promote natin. The next thing that we will be doing now is to promote or to complete the DHCP configuration. So to do that is pupunta din tayo kay notification settings dito sa may bandang flag ulit. Okay, so you can still see that meron pa siyang warning sign. So click mo lang to. Ito yung pinakamahirap. So please focus tayo dito. So click this, complete configuration. So next mo lang, commit, close. So goods na siya, tapos na siya. Mahirap siyang gawin. So but may one pa. Check mo lang ang mga. So complete naman, complete configuration completed, goods na siya, close mo lang dito. So every time na nagagawin tayo sa server, we can click refresh or you can close the server manager dashboard. Refresh mo dito guys. At saka open mo agad or open mo ulit sa server manager for the next step that we will be doing. Okay? Alright, so after the promotion of the main controller and then the completion of the DHCP, we're about to configure now the DHCP manager. So to do that, on the left pane of the server dashboard, go to the DHCP. Right, so once the display changes on the right pane, right click on the server computer, right click here, and then select the DHCP manager. So after selecting the DHCP manager, you can expand this window, doing that, and then also expand this column here so that you can see the content. So highlight server and then expand this. You will be clicking on the IPv4 Internet Protocol version 4. Click on this and then click on scope, because we will be setting up IP address ranges to be given to the clients by the server. Click next. So ano yung scope yung gagawin natin? So actually, you can type in name that you wanted. But let's say for example, i-follow na lang natin sa computer, yung DNS na natin. Computer system, password natin, scope. So click next. So this window will pop out. IP address range. Ano yung mga ilalagay natin sa startup IP address? Anong address? Yung i-ask dito, ano yung mga, anong startup IP address, which is example natin, 192.168.1.101 sabihin natin. So it depends kung ilang computer yung magkoconnect kay server. Pag marami, let's say for example, 100 yung range dapat na gawin natin. Pero kung 10 lang, 10 lang yung gawin natin. For example, 100. 192.168.200. So 100 lahat yan. Pero kung 10 lang naman yung magkoconnect, we can do 110. 10 lang yung magkoconnect ng server. So depende po yan sa server, sa assessor, depende sa instances. So here, lagyan na lang natin 10 range ng IP address yung isa-serve natin sa client. So click next. So add exclusion and delay. Wala tayong gagawin dito. Wala naman tayong i-exclude yung IP address na ginawa natin. So click next. Lease duration 8 days. Goods na siya. Next. And then configuration DHCP options. Yes, I want to configure these options. Now you click next. So router. Ano ba yung router na ginawa natin? Or for example, nag-set up tayo. So pag nakalimutan mo, huwag namang problema. Punta ka lang dito ay search button, or you can instantly press Windows logo, press R, and then type CMD to access command prompt. So here, to check your default or the default gateway, so default gateway or sa router, you just need to type ipconfig, press enter. So default gateway here, nasa baba ng subnet na, so ito yung IP address sa server is 192.168.1. So alam mo na. Close mo lang. Ito ulit, 192.168.1.3. So click add. So highlight mo dito, and you click next. So dami na yung na server, wala kayong gagawin dito. So when server, you click next. Yes, I want to activate this scope now. So click next mo lang. So finish. And that's it. So nandito na sa scope. Dito na siya. So scope. Nandito yung startup IP address 1.0.1. So ito yung sa address pool, ito yung ibibigay ng server sa mga clients. So minimize natin, close natin, just refresh of course para mas clean up yung mga unnecessary files sa server. So one of the important things that you need to remember is to go back to the IP address of the server by clicking the local. So, tingnan natin baka may changes na nag-take effect. So, let's visit the Ethernet options by clicking the IP address. And let's right-click here, Properties, and then select Internet Protocol version 4. So, try to observe kung anong may changes ba nangyari dito. IP address. So ito, goods, pwesto lang. But if we can observe here, the preferred DNS server is then changed siya into 127.0.0.1. So kanina, yung sinet natin ito is yung IP address ng server. So we need to do is to rewrite again the preferred DNS. But we need to remember this later because we need to input this as well on the next setup configuration that we will be doing. So 192.168.1. So click OK, click OK. Tapos right click here, disable, and then enable it again. So yan po. So yan po ang pagsiset up ng DHCP. So the next naman po is after the DHCP, ang next naman po is the DNS. Dito naman tayo mag-configure. So refresh lang muna natin siya. Goods na yung refresh, visit na tayo with DNS. Click DNS. So, naka-highlight mo naman sa server, right-click mo at saka hanapin mo naman si manager. DNS manager. So, please pay attention in this. So, medyo critical yung i-click dito. Madali lang naman siya. So, highlight mo dito, expand mo dito sa column, and then click mo dito sa server. So, here, meron tayong tatlong gagawin. So, sa first na gagawin natin is kay forward zone. So, i-expand natin si forward lookup zone. So, forward lookup zone nandito. So, ano yung gagawin natin? Visit tayo kay domain name. So, pag maklik na natin dito sa server, forward lookup zone, tapos sa computer system, focus tayo dito. Sa parts nito. So, ano yung click natin? So, click natin sa server. Double-click mo siya. Tapos pag na-double-click mo na siya, i-check mo lang itong si update associated pointer PTR record. Click apply, click apply. That's it. Tapos na. Tapos na yung first natin na gagawin. Kaya forward lookup zone. Kasi yung dalawang gagawin natin is na high reverse lookup zone. So for the reverse lookup zone, pag i-double-click natin, wala tayong makikita. Hindi tulad dito kay forward lookup zone na meron siyang extension, meron siyang mga files pa na sa iba. So dito sa reverse talagang wala. So anong gagawin natin? Right click mo lang, new zone. Gagawa tayo ng zone. So click next. So click next again. Click next, and then dito sa reverse lookup zone main, ilalagay na natin yung IP address ng server. So 192.168.1.1. So dito hindi natin siya malagyan kasi naka-grade. Meaning to say, it's not possible. So, anong gagawin natin? Click lang muna natin yung next. I-add mo lang natin siya natin. So, click next, allow, finish. So, dito sa reverse lookup zone, nandito na siya. Okay. So, here, we're going to do is right-click, and then new pointer PTR. So, right-click here, folder na ito, so new pointer PTR, and then dito mo na ilalagay yung last octet. So 1. After that, go to browse and select server. Pag-select mo kay server dito, right-click mo sa baba. Check mo sa all records. Double-click mo kay server for forward lookup tool, sa computers, and then isi-select mo lang yung dito sa taas. Start of authority. Click mo siya, click OK, and that's it. Goods na siya. So, dalawa na, hindi naman natin, kung yung forward lookup zone, gusto yung pangatlo, is dito rin sa reverse lookup zone. So, right click again, new zone, click next, next. Tapos, yung ilalagay naman natin dito is yung 127. Kung na-remember nyo kanina, update tayo kay DHCP, sa preferred DNS, nag-change siya dito. So, locally, dapat connected yung mga computers natin pag wala tayong internet connection. So, i-configure natin siya para mas ma-enable natin yung connection. Ayan, by doing 127.0.0.1 sana, pero hindi natin siya lalagay dito sa last octet kasi nga, naka-grade out. So, we just need to click next, finish, and then dito na natin i-configure yung last octet. Click here, right-click, new pointer PTR. So, then natin dito si 1, Browse natin sa record server, all records, double-click for lookup zone, computersystem.com, tapos ito sa lookup. Okay? So, dapat start of authority yun yung makikita mo dito. Okay? So, yun. Next. Tapos yun. Tapos na. So, yung ginawa dito kay DNS system lock. Una, dito kay forward lookup zone. Yung tayo pinifigure na isa. Tapos yung pangalawa dito ng reverse lookup zone. Okay? So, yun lang po. Para kay DNS. So, after kay DNS, close na natin siya. Tapos balik tayo kay dashboard. At saka press natin sa refresh. So, yung next natin naman na gagawin is mag-add na tayo ng organizational unit tsaka user. So, to do that, let's go to tools. Tapos, select add users and computers. So, pang-lima siya. Starting from the top. So, let's just click OK. And then, let's select computer system.com, which is ito yung ginawa natin forest kanina. So, from here, right-click mo, and then select kay LOOKUP, tapos gawa tayo ng isang organizational unit. So, let's say, for example, ICT department. Uncheck mo lang si protect. Click OK. So, mayroon na tayong isang organizational unit. So, gusto mong dalawa. So, balik ka ulit dito kay forest mo, right-click mo siya, tapos new again, organizational unit, ilagay mo na lang admin department. Okay. So, meron na tayong dalawang organizational unit. Maglalagay naman tayo ng mga users. So, to do that, click mo si ICT, and then you click new users. Tapos first name, so for example, 1. Then, tools. Tapos yung user login name, kahit ilagay na natin C1. And next. Tapos yung password, para hindi tayo malito, is admin123 din. Kahit si client, admin123 din. User password never expires. Check natin yung checkbox number 3. Next, finished. So, sa ICT department, meron na siyang rules na users. Si admin naman, lagyan din natin ng isang users. New user tayo, first name. So, kay new user, dito yung nakiklik ha. New user, tapos kasi for example, Maria Cruz, kasi mag-asawa sila. So, Maria yung login name. Hit next, password, admin then, 123, admin 123. Tapos, uncheck natin dito, password will expire. Let's just click next, finished. So, meron na tayong isang asset department user at saka kay admin department user. So, yun lang kung paano tayo gagawa ng user. So, ano naman yung next na gagawin natin? After makagawa na natin ng user at saka organizational unit, we will be creating a container kung saan natin ilalagay yung mga files ni Juan at saka ni Maria. So, to do that, let's just close this one. Close lang muna natin sa server for the meantime. Tapos gagawa tayo ng folder dito sa desktop. Let's say, for example, new. So, gawin natin yung folder dito is data, user profile na. So, user profile. So, lahat ng files ni Juan at saka ni Maria should be saved here later when we join the clients at the server. So, to configure this, you need to right click on the folder properties, and we will be checking on the two tabs, the sharing and the security tab. Okay, so please listen. Sharing, click ko na sa share. So, na-observe mo wala pang network path na nakalagay. So, to do is to click advanced sharing, tapos share this folder, and then click permission, tapos everyone. So, dapat hindi everyone yung makaka-access dito sa folder na ito. Dapat yung mga user lang na ginawa natin, yung mga authenticated users. So, let's click remove and then we will be clicking add. So, to add, we just type AU, Apple and Uniform, AU. Okay. So, add this one first. Sa taas. Full control, we click allow. Add again, AU. Yung sa baba naman, allow, apply, okay. Then apply again, okay. Basta may apply, i-click mo muna yung apply. So, the network path changes already. So, mag-change na siya dito. So, tapos na tayo ka-share, punta naman tayo kay security tab. Security, so click natin edit, tapos here we need to add again. EU naman for authenticated users ha. So, click mo sa taas muna, and then click mo allow, add ka ulit, EU din, sa baba, allow, and apply, okay, close it. So, refresh mo na siya. So, goods na. So, yung ginawa natin is nag-pretend ng users muna. Tapos ngayon, meron na tayong container para sa profile ng ating mga users. So, we are hoping that later, dito mag-display yung mga changes na gagawin natin sa users natin. Okay. Okay. So, since tapos na natin nilagyan ng folder, pag-user na tayo bago users, pupunta naman tayo ngayon sa group policy management, kung saan we will be setting up policies kung ano yung nangyayari kay client natin once mag-connect siya kay server. So, to do that, i-open natin sa server manager, and then let's go to tools again. Add organizational unit type, tapos user type tools, and go to group policy management. Here. Click OK. So, may makikita tayong window na ganito. So, I'll just maximize it for you to see it clearly. So, maximize. So, pwede natin i-adjust dito. Tapos, click mo si computersystem.com. Highlight mo siya dito. So, sa domains, expand mo ulit. Tapos, expand mo dito. I-click mo rin dito sa computersystem.com at share. So, since ang ginawa natin organizational unit is dalawa, the admin department, i-click mo natin sa admin department. Department and select delegation tab. Ito muna. Delegation muna tayo. So, for the delegation, siselect natin si advance. Advance. And then, let's add. Or click na lang dito sa authenticated users. Authenticated users, we allow, full control, apply, okay. So, same deal yung gagawin din natin kay asset department. Right click mo dito, click delegation, advance, tapos select authenticated users, allow, apply, click OK. So, tapos na tayo mag-configure ng delegation. Ngayon naman is to create a GPO. Yung policy na talaga. So, dito muna tayo kay admin department. Right click admin department, create GPO. So, highlight natin siya. May laman. So, walang laman sa admin department. At si ICT din walang laman. So, admin, right click, create a GPO on this domain. So, anong papangalan natin sa GPO? Kahit ganito na. GPO, policy, tapos admin. Ganun siya. So, here, kita natin si admin. Binasulis mo siya ganyan. Tapos naman ito okay. Selected natin siya. The next thing that we'll do is right click, click enforce. to make sure that secure yung ating policy yung connection. So let's click here again, go to edit. After going to edit, listen and pay attention. User configuration, policy highlight, Windows settings, and highlight for the redirection. You can also expand this para mas makita mo. And select desktop. You can also select this, everything here. You need to configure it manually. So, for our example, we'll be using desktop now. Kasi we are thinking na lahat ng mga changes na gagawin ni client sa desktop niya is masasave dito. So right click on the desktop, go to properties, settings, gawin mo yung basic. Tapos, ilalagay mo yung root path dito na ni folder kayo na ginawa natin. So, minimize lang muna natin ito. Kaya bang minimize? O, i-select lang natin. Tapos na muna natin, minimize this one, minimize. Tapos dito sa user profile, put natin properties, sharing, at saka highlight natin ito. Copy. Control, copy, at ipipaste natin siya doon. Saan ba? Saan natin ipipaste dito? So, desktop, properties, basic, root path, paste natin siya dyan. We also need to change the settings, uncheck natin yung dalawang ito. We check on the target again, we click apply, yes, we click apply. Tapos natin i-configure sino? Anong department ito? Anong department? Si admin department. So, punta naman tayo kay ICT department, same drill din. Right click, create GPO ICT. Right click ulit siya, tapos enforce. Right click, edit. And then, user configuration, policy, Windows setting, folder redirection, expand. And finally, go to desktop. Right click, properties. Since naka-properties na pa naman siya, nandiyan pa yun sa clipboard mo. So, paste mo lang sa root. Settings, uncheck yung dalawang ito. Target, i-apply mo, i-click yes, i-click OK. That's it. Tapos na tayong mag-create ng group policy. And the next thing is to update the group policy. To do that, open mo si Windows run at saka click na rin si CMD. Let's type GP for group policy update and then \force. So, click na natin siya ng next. Para ma-update talaga yung lahat na client na kumapit sa kanya. Alright. User administrator. So, user policy built successfully. So, that's it. Tapos na natin i-configure sa server. The next thing na gagawin naman natin is i-connect naman natin si client patungo kay server. Since gumawa na tayo ng mga users at saka organization. Yes, dito na kay client easy tayo. So, may magdi-display na parang ganito once we configure our DNS or our forest init. So, I'll just click no here. Because at this point, we're about to connect this client to our server. So, to do it, personalize. Tapos click on themes. So, baba desktop icons. Mas madali natin ma-access sa this PC. So, click all of the uncheck. Click apply. Okay. So, meron na tayong mga icons. So, right click sa this PC mo. Properties. Change settings. Tapos, change mo sa baba. Click mo si domain. Yung domain na ginawa natin is computer system.com ba yun? Computer system.com. So, okay. So, nag-ask siya ng password. Ano yung password na ina-ask niya? Username is, ilalagay natin administrator kasi yung ina-ask dito yung credentials ni administrator, yung server na. So, administrator password siya admin 1. Click OK. So, welcome to computer system.com domain. So, you must restart to complete or to apply the same. So, just click OK. So, click mo siya. So, ayos mo siya dito. Restart mo. So, yun lang. Yun lang kadali ang pagkukunik ng client at saka sa so, connected na siya. You just wait up until it restart kung ano yung magiging, ano yung changes na yun. Alright. It's now loading. So to log on to the server network, we need to use the credentials na ginawa natin. Ano yung mga credentials na ginawa natin? So right click natin dito. So we'll just be selecting other users and then sign into computer system. So nandito na tayo sa domain name. Sa domain. So si Manny. Add natin dito si Manny. Manny. Yung walang Manny. Si 1. So password natin. Sa admin. Right, so makikita mo, i-display niya yung first name at saka yung last name which is First. Tapos dahan-dahan na napupull up yung desktop ni Home 1. So we're getting everything ready for you. So paano natin nasabi na connected na siya kay server? We will check on our server as well. Okay, so tingnan natin kung connected mo ba talaga siya. Here, wala pang laman yung desktop ni ang pangalan nito? User ni 1. So I will try to create a folder. For example, sample folder. And then i-check natin doon kay server kung mag-display doon sa ginawa nating container. So, punta lang ako kay server. Alright, so nasa server na tayo. Check natin sa user profile kung may folder nito. So, 1. So, sa desktop yung ginawa natin settings. Yun. So, nag-display yung sample folder. So, meaning, working po yung folder redirection natin. So, to prove that, minimize natin sa desktop. Okay. Tapos, ilagay natin dun sa client. We'll be selecting so para maniwala kayo na connected na siya. So we have here client desktop sa taas. Tapos nandito naman sa server. So I will manipulate some files dito kay server. Titingnan natin kung mag-update dito kay client. Let's check. Okay. New folder. Plus NC2. So, mag-update dito, NC2 holder na. So, yan po yung peg 1. Backspace na, back natin. Mag-check naman na ilagin naman natin si Maria. So, switch user ka, kay client. Tapos dito, other user ka lang, type mo si Maria. So, yung password ni Maria is yun din, admin 123. Click enter. So, dapat dito kay server, mag-display din yung Maria. Ayan. So, mag-display na yung profile na Maria. So desktop lang naman yung ginawa natin configuration. So desktop din yung display dito. Kung gusto natin i-update pa sa documents, pupunta lang tayo sa group policy ulit. So share, kakopy natin yung rooftop. Mas maraming location na pwedeng mag-save yung ating client. At yung masave yung server. Tingnan natin, lalagyan natin ng file. Yung desktop dito, pag mag-display, meaning to say, goods yung ating configuration. Baba natin dito yung and ulit i-highlight na natin sa large icon mas makita. Baba natin yung window. Dapat pag maglagay tayo ng folder dito kay Maria, mas mag-display din kay server. So yun na po. Connected na po yung client at saka server in terms of folder redirection. So just make sure lang po na connected yung UTP cable natin sa switch or sa router. Ha? Kasi kahit anong gawin natin, hindi tayo makakapag-connect at connected yung mga Ethernet cable. So I guess that's it. That's how you connect server to client or client to server. And if you practice this one, I hope that you will pass your NC2 assessment. There may be some additional inputs to be given during your training, but it will have a great help with this video directory training. So please keep on practicing because sooner or later you will be deployed to your JDBP training. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.